welcome to Getting to Good Enough. I'm Shannon Wilkinson.
And I'm Janine Adams. We're here for practical and fun conversations about living with more ease and way less stress.
Yep, we're all about embracing progress over perfection. So grab a tasty beverage and let's get started. Hey, Janine.
Hey, Shannon, how you doing?
I'm doing really well. We have beautiful blue sky today.
Oh, that's nice. Is it warm out to go with that blue sky?
No. But it's nice to look at from inside the cozy house.
That's right. We also have blue sky and a beautiful sunrise this morning, but it's cold out. So I'm just glad I'm inside. Yeah.
I mean, it is January. It's winter. I sort of find myself at this time, and we just talked about like word of the year and January and all this stuff, but I already feel like I'm behind. I should be like more on top of whatever, like
the new year is passing you by, right? We're recording this on January 12th and you're feeling behind.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is ridiculous, but boy, it's such a natural way to feel.
I think so.
I feel like January 1st was about 3 months ago. I mean,
I was going to say it was not that far from 3 weeks ago.
I know. It started with, but I really mean I feel like Christmas was a long time ago. And so I've lost the new year, new car smell.
Yeah. The new year mojo.
Right. Yeah. But I try hard not to feel behind. I got to tell you that today I powered through my task lists. Like I wrote down all the things I've been putting off. They were all phone calls. And so I just did them. And
like your most hated tasks.
And by the time I walked Bix this morning, they were all done. So that felt good.
That's impressive. That's going to feel really good.
Yeah. I didn't want to do it, but I wanted the feeling of having done it. So I did it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I was suffering consequences for not having done something.
Right. Did that help you feel sort of less behind by getting those done?
Absolutely. I mean, these things, some of them, like I had to call a veterinarian for records for the insurance company, and I had to call bank. I had to call a bank. And you know what? The guy was great. He had a British accent, and his name was Jaunty.
Jaunty? I love that.
He was very jaunty. So it turned out to be a pleasant experience.
It would have been really funny if he was like morose and like an Eeyore, and his name was Jaunty.
Yeah. Or if he was jaunty like he was, and his name was Eeyore.
Yeah.
That would have been funny too.
Well, I mean, just being called Eeyore, really.
Yeah. So no, I definitely feel like first part of it's Monday, and all these things on my list that have been carried over on my list are finally done. So that's a nice feeling.
As you're saying that, I'm realizing I think that's part of where the feeling of being behind comes from, is carrying stuff over week to week. And maybe the antidote to that is being more realistic about what I can do. So I'm not carrying stuff over and over and over, and then choosing to have that thrill of finishing things as opposed to succumbing to the desire to not ever do them ever.
Yeah, I think that's good. And the that thrill really is powerful. But the trick is, I think, to focus on it, the thrill, and not on all the other things that you still have to do. Right.
Right.
So that's how that, being realistic is really helpful.
Yeah. And it's interesting how sort of the day-to-day stuff, like we're talking about, impacts the bigger picture. Because I'm feeling sort of behind in a more general sense. Like it feels, for whatever reason, like it's March or something. and I should be much further ahead in my life, not just my task list. And just completing the tasks, though, I think will ease some of that pressure I'm putting on myself, or, that feeling.
It sort of like clears the decks, clears the cobwebs. I don't know if it's cobwebs is the right word, but gives you a clearer path toward working on the big picture things sometimes, rather than sweeping the little things under the rug to deal with later. If you actually
Right.
just deal with them.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't used this terminology in a while, but I used to regularly schedule what I called a power hour, where I would just try to get through as many of these things as I can in an hour.
Right. Yeah.
And that's pretty much what I did this morning. It was more like, it was a couple of hours, but I was on a roll, man. It was
Yeah.
great.
Just
Yeah,
knocking things out left and
that's
right.
right. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I do sort of love that you're 2 hours ahead of me, because you getting all this stuff done inspires me to get it done, and makes, it sort of makes my day feel easier, more
Yeah.
doable.
Well, that's nice. Well, feel free
Yeah.
to text me when you get it done.
Yeah.
Notice I changed from if to when.
Yeah,
But
I did notice that.
any way I can provide some accountability will be great.
Hmm.
I mean, part of me wants
Yeah.
to just take the rest of the day off after having gotten so much done today. But I got more stuff to do, so I won't.
Yeah. 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 But I do think it's interesting, this sort of the greater feeling of feeling behind, not being behind, but feeling behind. Cause I mean, there is no behind. Like we talked about a couple of weeks ago, this myth of catching up. I think the feeling of being behind is a myth too. Like you're not really behind in your life. You're just where you're at.
Where you are, right. And then feeling behind and feeling like you have to rush, that rushing
Mm-hmm.
can be detrimental, right? I mean, it might mean you're not being present enough to enjoy what you're doing, or it might mean you're putting yourself in actual peril. What pops to mind is that time a million years ago when I was late to a talk that I was giving,
Mm-hmm.
and I
Mm-hmm.
turned the wrong way on a one-way street.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
all because I was rushing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was not good at all. So when I'm rushing, like physically rushing, whether I'm walking the dog more quickly than I would otherwise because I'm running late, or whether it's because my task list is so big, I have to get back to it, I'm
Mm-hmm.
missing out for sure on good things, like if I'm out
Right.
walking my dog. Also, I'm more likely to fall down, which I am always afraid of,
Yeah.
and haven't, knock wood, in like 7 months.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, so that rushing is to be avoided, in my opinion. And that
Yeah.
feeling of being behind is what sometimes causes us to rush.
Right. Right. And if you are rushing, you are more likely to make a mistake or have an accident, or, somehow cause yourself greater harm than
Right.
if you just, took a moment to kind of center yourself and be present and do what you're doing. And, maybe that means reassessing what is really most important in this moment, what really needs to happen, and what's reasonable. I think that feeling
Mm-hmm.
can also come from, sort of going back to what we were saying earlier, from feeling like you can do or should do more than you can in reality.
Right. Right. That we can put so much pressure on ourselves with unrealistic expectations for what we
Mm-hmm.
should be able to accomplish. And that
Right.
should changes, right? It's as we age,
Mm-hmm.
as our circumstances change.
Right.
Yeah, that's a very good point. The other thing that crossed my mind while you were talking is priorities and what's important to you, right? So it all
Mm-hmm.
boils down to that. Like, we don't have to do everything. And
Yeah.
if we find we can't because there's too many things on our list, then we maybe edit that list based on what's important to us, and maybe even
Yeah.
based on our word of the year.
Right. Yeah. That's
Yes.
what I was thinking, is,
Uh-huh.
letting that be sort of the North Star.
For sure.
And, I'm wanting to remember that I'd rather be doing a few things well than many things poorly.
Absolutely. And I want to be doing things I enjoy and not even
Right.
necessarily well. I just want to enjoy them.
Because whether you're doing them well or poorly does not hinder your enjoyment of it
Right.
necessarily.
That's right. Depending on the thing, I suppose.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah. I feel like as I finally sort of reached a part of life where I stopped rushing so much, like
Mm-hmm.
probably after we moved and I was home with Barry and doing less work as a result. I mean, my expectations about going out to clients' homes weren't there because I have wonderful employees doing that.
Right.
So I got to slow down, and that was great. Not feeling so behind. And then just this month, we started doing some things with the business administratively that has caused me to feel behind again, which
Mm-hmm.
is not a pleasant feeling, especially after I actually got out of it.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's a good reminder that that's not where I want to be. And I still need to do the stuff. So I need to think about how to frame it for myself so I don't feel behind.
Yeah. Yeah. Because, sometimes you're literally running behind, like time wise, running late. And sometimes it's more of frame of mind, like you're feeling behind.
Right.
And that's really based on some standard or expectation that you've put on yourself or that you've taken in from external places or people. And I think too, part of it is, I don't know, I feel so removed from it, from consciously taking myself out of it. But, our culture, particularly American Western culture, has a real premium on being busy. And like, it's good to be busy. If you're not busy, something's wrong with you. Like, you need to be doing more if you're not busy. And if you're just sort of going leisurely throughout your day, even if you're accomplishing everything you want to accomplish, there's something wrong about that.
Yeah.
And that's something that I really try to embrace, that feeling of moving through my day more calmly, even if I have a lot to do.
Absolutely agreed. There's a mental space where you're feeling a little frenetic or behind or rush. And it's so nice when you're not living that way. And that's where I usually am. And it's a great thing. And you're right. People, like, how many people do you know when you say, how are you? They say, oh, good, I'm busy.
Yeah.
Busy, but I'm good. And I like having more idle time, I think. In fact, I set a goal for this year. It's only a couple weeks in, and I'm semi-successful, of not working on the weekend, like not working on my business.
Right.
Yeah. So I might do some budget coaching, but which there's the exception, but it feels strange to think on a Saturday that I'm not going to actually work at running my business.
Right.
Yeah. And so I didn't this past Saturday. It was great.
Yeah. Well, and that's, the problem with self-employment, entrepreneurship, working from home is it's really hard to create those boundaries, and it's really easy for work to seep into,
Everything.
days and hours that you might not normally be working if you had a job that you went to.
So I'm trying to draw some boundaries. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. I mean, especially if you're working on stuff that you don't enjoy working on the weekend. That seems.
Yeah, that's a good point. Usually I like running my business. So usually whatever the tasks are, I don't mind doing them. But even so, I want to try to focus on the other stuff, the more personal stuff on the weekends. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that's a really good one, because there's not a strong reason not to do it. Like, it's not actively harming you, but it's just a choice that you're making. And so remembering why that's important to you, why you
Right.
even wanted to do that in the first place, might help.
Yeah.
I keep thinking about mornings and how easy it is to feel rushed in the morning. And I mean, we're both lucky in that we don't often have to be out of the house by a certain time. But on days when I do, it's easy to feel rushed. And I know that's something a lot of people deal with, especially people with kids who are
Yeah.
trying to manage kids and stuff. And on the days when I do have to get out of the house, I try to very consciously notice how much time I have, how much time things take, give myself a lot of cushion so that I can feel at ease as I'm moving through my day, because feeling rushed doesn't actually make me take less time. It often I make
Yeah.
mistakes. I have to, that when I'm feeling rushed is when I go out to the car, realize I forgot something, go back in, go back out. I like
Yeah.
make 3 trips because I was rushing, as opposed to taking 30 seconds to think, okay, what do I need to have when I walk out the door? And even if I have it already, sitting in one spot, like I can have my water bottle and I can have my hearing aids and I can have, everything I need sitting right there, and I can still walk out the door without it if
Yeah.
I'm rushing.
It's reminding me of that great phrase from Modern Family where Phil Dunphy says, slow is smooth and smooth is fast. And he's
Yes.
talking to his kids about getting out the door before the alarm goes off, because they're setting the alarm to leave for
Oh,
vacation, and they're rehearsing this because they never use their alarm. And
uh-huh.
slow is smooth and smooth is fast. It's so true.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. And just thinking about this is like another way that my word of the year, choose, can come into play. Like I can choose to move through what may be hectic or time compressed times smoothly
Mhm.
rather than feeling rushed.
Yeah, that's a choice. Yeah.
Hmm.
And I'm lucky because I like to get up early. So, and I wake up awake. Uh,
Yeah,
so my deal is I just get up 3 hours before I have to be anywhere, or before I have to leave the house, no matter
right.
what, unless I don't have to leave the house. And then I just wake up when I want to. But that 3 hour window is what I need to
Hmm.
like not rush. And then it's not a stressful calculation. Like,
Right.
I mean, if I have to leave for the airport at 5 a.m, I'm not going to get up at 2,
Yeah,
because that's crazy talk. But then
right.
I have to do a calculation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I know a big part of that is like walking Bix and stuff. And if you're leaving to the airport, that's probably getting managed some other way.
That's a nice way to put it. Yes, there's no way I'm walking Bix before I leave for a 5 o'clock airport. Yeah, you're right, though. And Bix is unpredictable how long it's going to take to walk him. So that's why I have to
Right.
have a great big buffer.
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome. Well, we would love to hear from you, our listeners. Do you have a tendency to feel behind? Would you like to incorporate more smoothness and ease into your life? You can let us know on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube at Getting to Good Enough. You can leave us a voicemail at 413-424-GTGE. That's 4843. Or you can head over to our website at gettingtogoodenough.com and sign up for our emails. Well, you get notified for each episode, and you can reply to each episode and let us know what you're thinking. Until next time, this is Shannon Wilkinson in Portland, Oregon.
And Janine Adams in St. Louis, Missouri.
And we hope that good enough is getting easier for you. Thanks for joining us on Getting to Good Enough. We hope you heard something that makes your life just a little bit easier. If you did, leave us a review or share this with someone who's looking for their own version of good enough.
Thanks for listening. See you soon. I have to say I'm distracted because your lipstick matches your sweater so perfectly.
Oh. That accidental.
Oh, it's great. Keep it up.
Thanks.